And I finally know what Estee Lauder is putting in this foundation. They have reformulated it after 29 years. The foundation people used to wear at their weddings, the foundation that survived the Indian heat, the foundations that makeup artists used to love. They changed it without saying clearly enough. I wore this foundation for 4 days straight. Day 1 I was at home, day 2 I was watering my plants, doing my regular chores, and I've tested it in Indian heat as well. So today Neha Devgan is going to tell you how this foundation is going to perform on real skin in real Indian weather, because our OG foundation has just switched sides. But Neha Devgan never switches side. I'm always working for you guys. So I'm gonna give you honest and unsponsored reviews about OG Double Wear foundation. And if you're confused which foundation to buy now, stay till the end because that part matters. अभी बोल रही हूँ, याद रखना, अगर आपको ये रिव्यू पसंद आए तो चैनल को लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना. Now, let's get started. Now, before I show you the wear test, I want you to keep in mind 3 things that have changed. First, texture. Old double wear formula used to be clay-like. You needed 30 seconds to blend in before it got locked. But now, the new double wear is almost fluid, almost serum-like consistency. And this changes how it behaves on your skin. Second is finish. They're calling it dimensional matte. Now I'm going to be very honest with you. It's almost like a marketing phrase because this foundation has glow now. Now it's not the hard matte foundation anymore. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Depends upon how you like your foundation to be. Depends upon how you want your foundation to perform. I'm going to show you exactly this dimensional matte thing in my wear test. So you have to wait for it, okay? Now the third thing is ingredients, and that's really important how a foundation performs. The new formula has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, brown algae, glycerin. This is now a new makeup skincare hybrid. And they're also claiming that it's like a 36-hour foundation. Well, I didn't wear it for 36 hours, but for the time that I wore, I understood its reality. So let's talk about the wear test now. On day 1, I doubled down the foundation and I applied it in natural light, and this is what it looks like. It got shiny on the T-zone by the end of the day, and this is what the texture of my skin looked like. However, my skin was still looking radiant and glowy. Now this was the story of day 1. Let's go ahead with day 2. On day 2, I used a stippling brush, and here I've shown you the shade swatch and how much it transfers. 8:24 p.m. almost 10 hours. The exposure is 0.03 and this is what the foundation looks like. Now if you notice this, you will see it wasn't this shiny in the morning, but as the time passes it gets more shiny. However, it is not looking like very chalky foundation. Here I feel the need of doing a touch up with powder. Day 3 was really interesting. I did a full glam look on this day. I used full coverage concealers on this day, so by the end of the day, I could see that those concealers made it oxidize more. However, it was not oxidizing that much, and here I'm showing you, even if I poured water on my face, it didn't came off. Now on the day 4, I tried it Wayne Goss's way. In one of his video, he explained how to apply this foundation, and I tried it his way as well, and honestly, it impressed me. This application was by far the best application, I would say. I did not apply any color correctors over here. I only did my base with the Kiehl's moisturizer and I mixed the Estee Lauder foundation, and here you can see my pigmentation peeking through. So you can also apply a little bit of concealers if you want, but this is what it looks like in one application. I was surprised to see it got shiny on this day as well, which was not very appealing to me. I did feel like touching up with a powder. Now before we move to the part wherein I will be discussing whether you should buy this foundation or not, I want to discuss about something very important over here. You must have seen Charlotte Tilbury, Giorgio Armani, NARS changing their foundations. These big companies are reformulating their foundations after so many years, even though these foundations were very cult classic foundations. And why is that? Because the trend is changing. Now tell me one question honestly. The Estee Lauder foundation you used to buy, do you think the makeup artist applies it better on you rather than you applying it on yourself? These are the new foundations that works with your skin type. You don't have to take classes and learn about a foundation, how it's going to perform on your skin. Rather than the foundation is going to work with your skin type. That's why the companies are reformulating their makeup. These foundations look very good as a clean girl aesthetic. Your skin peaks in more, it is more breathable, it works throughout the day, and it obviously looks good in 4K cameras, in photographs. Photography is everything these days. Don't you want to take a selfie when you get ready? Don't you want a foundation which can be applied easily? Plus, these expensive foundations are for people who are earning good and they don't want masking. I'm telling you, luxury never teaches you to mask your base completely. Luxury will always give you products which are makeup plus skincare hybrid sort of products that are going to make your skin look healthy rather than masking everything. Now, I'm not saying over here that masking is a bad thing. Yeah, you might have heard about this change, like makeups in Mumbai are different than makeups in Delhi. And why is that? Or makeups in Punjab actually. Why? Because in those parts, we as a makeup artist tends to give more coverage. People are demanding that only. They want proper coverage, and that's not a bad thing. That can be a natural finish for somebody who came as a bride to me. And there used to be people who used to say, Neha, I don't want makeup. Neha, I want makeup that should just look like my skin. So this was the division that used to be little silent before, but now this division is becoming big. And trust me, the more of a skin-like finish division is getting more attention these days. People want their makeup to look skin-like. People want their makeup to look very radiant and glowy. Now, I'm not saying it has to look shiny the way it was looking on my face. We're going to discuss that as well, okay? But your makeup should not harm your skin. Your makeup should bend as per your skin. That's what I'm trying to say over here. I'm not defending any company. This is not a sponsored video. We are going to discuss its cons as well, okay? So I know you're gonna ask me, Neha, what I'm gonna do now? Should I buy this or not? कोई भी foundation जब change होता है ना, I don't want you to depend on the foundation like your life has changed. I want you to understand these 4 factors which will make you decide that whether you should invest in a particular foundation or not. These are the 4 factors you have to keep in mind. What are these factors? First, know your skin type. No. It's not a joke. Actually know it. Know what you think you are, not what you think you are, what you actually are. Are you oily? Are you combination? Are you dry skin type, sensitive or mature? That's really important in picking a foundation. The new Double Wear is a completely different product depending on which of these you are. For dry and mature skin, it can be extraordinary. For oily skin in a humid climate, it will be a struggle. The same bottle but completely different result. Earlier it used to be an oily skin favorite foundation, but now it is not good for oily skin. Second, matte is no longer one thing. Now when a brand calls it matte, you need to ask what sort of matte it is. Is it hard matte? Is it soft matte? Or is it a dimensional matte? The new Double Wear's dimensional matte is what most people would call a satin finish. If you have oily skin, you need real oil control. You want hard matte, you want transfer resistant. Oil control as the main claim, not just a word on the box. Now, Estee Lauder is also claiming that this is a oil control foundation, but depending upon its ingredients, it is not something that is going to control your oil, and that is what we have seen in my wear test as well. It is not controlling my oil on the T-zone. So what if you have oily skin and there is oil over here as well? This is not a foundation for you. Third, shade match in daylight every single time. Without a fail, I always keep on asking you guys to go to the counter, apply your foundation, roam around the mall, go outside the mall, see it in the natural light, decide on the next day. Don't buy the foundation after checking the foundation only on the makeup counter. They have different sort of lights and you need to check it in the natural light. If the foundation is looking amazing in the natural light, वो definitely lighting में भी अच्छा लगेगा. So you have to check it all the time, that is it getting oxidized or is it matching your skin tone or not. Okay. Fourth, for oily skin and in humid climate. पहले क्या था ना, Estee Lauder people used to choose in humid climate, especially as a makeup artist. We used to pick it during May, June, July, during humid and hot days. But now this is not the foundation for that use. And if you want to use it, if you just want to buy one foundation that works in all weather types, because it is going to work in all weather conditions, how? You just have to do little bit of baking on your areas where you sweat a lot. You just have to use silicone based primers, so you sweat a little less, so you bake a little more, so that your oil is controlled. The foundation alone is not going to control the oil. You will have to use prepping and priming techniques to control the oil. Earlier, Estee Lauder used to do all the job itself, but in winters, I still remember how it used to get patchy and it used to peel off from some of my brides' faces as well. I've seen it. Trust me, I've not been an artist who have used a lot of Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder, I used to keep 2 shades only, just for May, June, July. That's it. And for that matter, if I want you to, compare the old Estee Lauder foundation, you can compare it with the Huda Beauty foundation. Both of those foundations were only used in the era of hard clay-like matte foundations, which actually masks you, covers you. And I'm repeating again, if that's your choice, this is not the foundation for you. Then who is it for? It's for dry and mature skin, normal skin who wants a skin-like finish, content creators who are shooting at home or indoors, and someone who found the original formula too heavy or drying. In the end, I would just like to say this is a great foundation which has found new audience. This used to be for people, I have sat down with people who used to have very different opinions. For example, Neha, if I'm spending 5,000 on a foundation, I don't want foundation to not to hide everything on my face. I want proper coverage, right? And there used to be doctors, lawyer brides, all of those people. They used to say, Neha, I don't want my makeup to look like makeup. Neha, I want my skin to look like my skin only. This is for those people. I really liked the new formula. I liked it because it honestly made my skin look beautiful. I like it for mature skin as well. Don't try to apply it a lot. Just mix it in your moisturizer and then apply it. I liked it because, it doesn't makes me feel like I'm wearing a lot of makeup products on my face. And that's what I like about luxury beauty. People who are above 30s, they want their foundation to look like no makeup, natural look. This is the foundation that you must be looking for. Those foundations which are very matte, which are almost clay-like, they are now for problematic skin. They are for people who have thicker pigmentation, thicker acne marks. This is for that. And honestly, you can always work out a foundation. On days when you want more coverage, just apply a thicker concealer with it and you can work with it. That's it. Besides this, I would also like to say, I hate this foundation because it got shiny on my T-zone area and I will have to do touch-ups probably with a compact or something. If I'm doing a long event like a bride, I'm gonna bake and do prepping and priming properly so that this foundation should not give shine. But this is going into my luxury skin tint category. Something like MAC Studio Serum, something like my Shiseido skin tint, something like Chanel. This is that category now. Or honestly, brands know it that luxury is only for people who earns. That's why this is going into the age group of above 25. People who can spend on luxury, people who can increase the coverage of this if they want for some event by using a full coverage concealer, and people who wants to give more bougie sort of radiant finish to their face. Nobody likes clay-like finish. Now honestly, ask yourself, if you're sitting somewhere, do you gravitate more towards the person who wears, very full coverage makeup, or do you gravitate towards people who look more radiant and glowy? Now the choice is yours, the choice is as per your skin type, and the choice is where the industry is changing. Now I'm not saying that industry is not launching matte foundations. Dior has just launched two foundations. One is radiant finish and one is soft matte finish, and that also is not this thick. The era of old double wear Estee Lauder foundation is finally ending. So you have to move ahead with the trends. Now, I'm not asking you to apply a foundation that can make you look like a disco ball if you have open pores. No, you will have to powder, but don't apply a putty on your face. That's what I'm saying. And that's what we, as a professional makeup artist who have learned from very famous makeup artists around the world, we never did. We never did this. Never. Now, Estee Lauder claims it doesn't oxidize this, but a foundation like this that is breathable, it's not practical that it won't oxidize. So it does oxidizes 0.5 to 1 tone depending upon how oily your skin is. Now, if you really want to understand कि foundation oxidize होता कैसे है and what is the chemistry behind it, next week मैं एक वीडियो ला रही हूँ in which you will get to understand properly with all information that why a foundation oxidizes. So अगर आप beginner हो या professional हो, वो वीडियो आपके लिए बहुत जरूरी रहेगी. Watch that video and you will understand everything about a foundation and how no foundation in the world can become oxidization free. Okay? On this note, I'm gonna leave the new Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation's decision to you. And if you still have any questions, comment down below. You can hate me, you can love me for saying this, but I love the new Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation after prepping and priming and after powdering my face. Okay? On this note, this is Neha Devgan saying bye-bye.